Alright, make another video. I want to talk and just keep on thinking about things. Got a lot to say. So, I've already posted a few videos. I don't know why I feel bad about it, but it's just like, I just feel bad about basically everything right now. It's my mood. Moody. But I'm doing talking and therapy, and it's making me think about other things, It's just one of those situations. There's a few times talking to my father, my dad, who I don't talk to anymore. My dad, at certain points, you say to me, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not saying specifically what he would say, but he would say, "Boy, you are so wrong. You are so flippin' wrong. You are just wrong, wrong, wrong. You are wrong." And he would just go off, just you are wrong, 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 wrong. And I got to a point where he was just like, I could just imagine him saying, like, I can't even can't even look at the guy, can't even talk to him. He is so wrong. And I'm like, I'm just being myself. I'm just me. I'm going to be so wrong. And, in my head, I could hear my dad's voice. He's just like, you are wrong, will always be wrong. I'm like, what am I being wrong about? It's just like, just everything. Just look at you. Can't even look at you. You're my father never talked about my father never acknowledged me to be a vampire. There are a lot of people who don't acknowledge me being a vampire, but boy oh boy will they say I'm wrong about being one. It's one of those things. It's like, it is so wrong, I will not acknowledge it, but I'm gonna still make you. I'm gonna tell you, I don't give a damn about how you feel. I'm just gonna tell you how I feel, and right now you are wrong. Like, how can I argue with that? How can I? And the person's like, "There's nothing you can do. It's too late. You're wrong. You're wrong. You'll always be wrong. Can't go back in time. Can't change things. Not gonna talk to you. Cut you out of my life. Nothing you can do." So I know what that feels like. I don't like doing that to people. I don't like cutting people out of my life. I don't like doing it. But I do. I do ignore people. It's rough. Going your own, doing your own thing, doing your own path. I have a lot of sympathy and compassion towards people who are just living their lives. You know, I do miss my father. I got both my parents. They're still alive, I believe. I don't talk to my mother. I haven't talked to my mother in a long time, years. I think over 10 years, something like that. I don't know if my mother ever said I was wrong. I don't think she ever would. I don't think she ever did. She would just make me feel bad. But my father, different kind of creature, different kind of animal than my mother. part of me, I think there's a certain worry when you place your trust into somebody who like you know that, like, I know my father loves me. I do truly believe that, but he can't stand me. You know, that's not too different of a thing for most people. I understand that, but like, there should be a word in the English language for when you are placing your trust in somebody. Somebody's making decisions for you and trying to, you know, they're doing things out of their heart to get you to be a certain way, but inside they know you're, to them you're wrong. You will always be wrong. like 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 logically, how are you supposed to trust a person who thinks you're wrong, who's trying to make decisions for you? But I know it's much much more complicated than that, and I know it's, as I've said in other videos, basically saying that logic only gets you so far. Like a lot of things in life, or most things in life, I would say, are irrational, beyond the rationality of the 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 frontal cortex of a human brain. So I don't know. So I got these stuffed animals. They help, and I'm weird, but I know a lot of people love me because I'm wrong. And I love people who are wrong as well to other people. You know, some of those people are amazing. And you know, I'm just thinking right now, and I was thinking about how there's a part of me that wants that. You know, I've talked about this in other videos. It's just a thing. I'm not saying that I want to, but there is a thing inside of me that wants to run away. You know, just run away. Just and like when I think about it, it's like a stress relief. You know, I'm just gonna run away. You know, I could just get up and leave. But you know, I'm so freaking content right now. Like, as much as you're hearing me complain, and I'm extremely content. It's probably the most content I've been in my life. You know, I'm surrounded by a bunch of great people, and I get to be alone. Like, oh my god, like getting to be, well, for one, make enough money to live on my own is just, I feel so blessed. It's just like there's way too many people. I'm being such an asshole right now. I don't even want to be an asshole. There's so many, like I see such nice people, and like I know they're having it. I know the feelings that they're feeling. They're just like they're feeling the exact same thing. They're just like, you have like some of the nicest people ever, and they're just like totally, they've been around people way too much, and they're like just like, I can see it. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you feel that way. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have that as a problem because the opposite of that, of not being around people, is so much worse. So unhealthy. And I know from experience, it's just so unhealthy. You start believing, like you get an idea and you're just like, oh, this idea is right. It's always gonna be right because I say it's right. La 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 la. It's like the worst. It's like, no, that's not how life works. Um, oh, I'm gonna dramatically drink some water out of a disgust. Don't look at the. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera. I'm drinking out of a dirty cup. I don't know why I like doing that. I know there's some people who are like total germaphobes or whatever, don't like germs. And I'm like, meh. I used to be like, I used to be that way about bugs. I used to, like when I was an adolescent or whatever, I'd be like, man, can't stand bugs, can't have any bugs around me. Now I'm just like riding my bicycle, like a bug flies in my eye or in my mouth. I'm like, well, it's still gross, but I used to know this. Like, there was this person I really liked, and interesting person, interesting story. It was a female who was transitioning into becoming a male, and then that person became a male by taking testosterone and stuff like that. But this person used to eat bugs. I was like, well, I guess that's kind of cool. And then like the person started to get kind of weird, and like not. I don't think it was because of testosterone. It was no, it wasn't because of the testosterone. I just noticed that, like in my mind at the time, I was like, is this what people who eat bugs are like? Do they get this person was attractive, okay? And I'll when this person became a male, I became less attracted, and to a point where I'm like, well, I'm not attracted. I was very attracted to this person when when they were female. Um, Anywho, I don't know why I started talking about this, but this person would eat live crickets. They're like, yeah, yeah, like Wally, look at my cricket farm. I eat these, and I'm like, huh. I'm like, this is really weird, but I still like you a lot. This is cool. This is cool, but this is kind of traumatized. Like I'm traumatized by seeing, you know, I don't like bugs. Not like, and especially at that time, I didn't like bugs. And I'm like, I like this person so much, but they're eating these nasty looking cricket things, and they're like, no, it's totally fine. They're good for you. And I'm like, oh. uh, like like you ever see something or see somebody and like it's just part of being judgmental, but you're like, if I ever see a person look like that, then I know that they're eating crickets. Like, well, it's like you want to be able to identify. Like, I was traumatized by this girl who ate crickets, and I want to like justify it and be like, well, I'll never forget that. So I'm going to use this knowledge sometime in the future when I see another person who looks a certain, who's kind of got like a creepy look, and like the like imagine a person who eats live bugs. Like you can imagine. I know that sounds terrible. You don't want to judge people. Like it's never a good thing, right? But I don't know. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and just end the video. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like I don't know, gonna say some things about judging me and like who am I to judge people who eat crickets when I'm over here, you know? La 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 la, I'm a vampire. La la la, haven't drank blood in years. La la, like for reals. All right, thanks y'all. Bye.